Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and being a producer of Wrestle Massacre as well as Inside Movies Galore, I am David Streggy, and welcome to Delusions of Grandeur. Enjoy the reviews. I certainly did.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so fuck you. Over.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Delusions of Grandeur. I'm your host, David Streggy, and here I have another review for you of two more films from René Wiesner. I believe that's how you say his name. And the first film is from 2018. And it's called Ossarium. And from what I understand, Ossarium, the definition of it is any receptacle for the burial of human bones, a receptacle, a container that is used to put or keep things in. Bearing that in mind, this is this particular film was filmed in 2018. It was filmed, I believe, in Germany, where our director is from, and So we have a young um, Asian or Thailand a woman who evidently is walking either near or around a cemetery that seems to be either in or around what looks like um, uh, an expedition of sorts, a dig that seems to be unearthing skeletons, and also evidently there is a religious church nearby that has a lot of ivory, skulls, skeletons in the posts, skull and crossbones, angelic um, structures. There are there's definitely a lot of bones um, making up the inside of this religious establishment, and there are candelabras, candles that are made from the tiniest bones, and it seems like this young woman is fascinated with the architecture and how it's built, how the skulls are positioned and whatnot, and it this the camera looms very closely on each and every crevice and corner of this room, and after the credits, we see this woman has what looks like something wrapped in swaddling clothes, and I assume it's a child. But as she comes to an area of woods, she opens it up, and there's a small skull, and she seems to be um, examining it, almost revering it, as she is standing in front of a cross. So, and she brings it up close to her head, like as if she's trying to listen or remember the soul of this dead um, person or whoever it is. So it's almost like a sense like this might be a past loved one or something of that nature that she is remembering, maybe holding the child or something like that. This is Ants, who Renee has used before, and obviously he likes to use this young woman in his films to portray exactly what he's trying to portray, and I guess this film is kind of interpretive, so to speak. So, bearing that in mind, that is that film. Now, in 2019, he just released not too long ago a film called The Wonders of Young Ulysses. Now, in this film was filmed in Germany. Um, the camera enters a room that seems to be in total disarray, and you can see that the rug is a very oriental rug that has been flipped back. There are books that have just been stacked on the sofa or the chairs, and there is artwork on the walls, much artwork that has um, that displays pictures of children in various positions and possible sexual acts. And, it's very disturbing, and how many pictures of children are on the wall. And as the camera pans around the room, there is a particular photograph of an older child and a younger child that have devil horns. And um, as the camera pans around the room, it goes to onto a desk that seems to have a motion comic book that are the exploits of someone that calls themselves the young Ulysses. So the whole title of this comic is called Das Wunder des Jungen, which means the wonders of the young Ulysses. And evidently, this is a tome, chronology of the abuse that evidently this young child had gone through from his brother on into an obsession of sorts of sexual abuse, possibly perverted sexual abuse, and that which, uh, like I've said about Ossarium, this film could be interpretive, and I interpret this as possibly the beginnings of how a sexual predator of children might come about, come of age, begin to form as a pedophile, and that expressionism of the history of what he's gone through. Whoever did these comics is a very good artist. Um, I'm I'm not sure if the comics were drawn by René, but if they were not, then they were definitely very descriptive, very detailed. So and the music, I believe, does go well with the film. Um, there is a lot of lingering of camera work in René Wiesner's films, um, as well as um, possible interpretive um, and on the edge of maybe trying to uh, make the viewer go into a paranoid state where it's supposed to make you feel uneasy. I got a sense in Ossarium of necrophilia, which means love of a dead one or a dead thing, um, possible thoughts of sex with dead things. Maybe that's all altogether interpretive. Maybe a further thought or whatnot. But these are things that could be expressed in these films. So I'm not sure whether I liked I liked the architecture, and I love looking at bones, things made of bones and ivory and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the architecture and the beauty behind some of the intricate designs of the church in Ossarium. Kind of reminds me of the underground caverns that I think the cities of the underworld explored a little bit. So, in any case, thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. I appreciate um, your time spent on my channel, and hopefully you get a chance to check these films out. Hopefully these short films actually do get a cool release, maybe with something like Underground gore electors or something of that nature. I'm hoping that René continues his filmatic journey because he's very good with a camera. He's very good with lingering on certain objects and making a story with just camera angles and camera work and clips of different things that could be interpreted as many things. So thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. I hope that you enjoyed what I've discussed. Thank you so much.
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?